Okay, we're starting now. Okay, so thanks everyone for coming today, and welcome to our program today. Before we get started with the presentation, did you remember to bring your refreshment in anything but a cup? You can see in these photos that some people have some really interesting containers to drink their beverages from. And so it can be your beverage can be in anything that can hold a refreshment. Anything, if you're wondering, like, can it be this, can it be that, no worries, it can be anything you'd like. So if you didn't bring anything yet, we'll give you 30 seconds to go and find a container before we start sharing on screen together. And once most of us are returned, we'll share together what we've brought. Go ahead.
Yep. Got mine.
Okay, well, that's about 30 seconds. So I will start. Because we have quite a few people here, we'll just go around and say our names and what container we brought along for our refreshments. So my name is Ruth Ann Clausen, and I brought my water in a sandwich shaped container.
You should probably call out names, otherwise everyone's going to be polite.
Yeah. Diane, what did you bring?
I have tea, which is what I always drink, and this is a beautiful molded glass jar. You can't actually see it, but there's actually three-dimensional beautiful molding on it, and I've never used it for jam because it's just too pretty.
That's pretty.
Cool. Anybody else?
Okay, I'll go next.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready. Marcia Shannon. I broke into my hurricane supplies and got a bottle of water that was bottled right here in South Carolina.
Cool.
I'll jump in. Hi, everybody. I brought mine in a, hold on. Oh no, there you go. Medication container. Cheers. It's like little shot glass size, so it works out.
Yeah, what is in that?
It has a lid. No, I wish. No, it's just it's unfortunately just water.
Sure.
I'll share mine. I have a beer stein here, but it's full of water.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm drinking out of
oh, go ahead.
water purchased from the airport, so
there you go.
Way cool.
So I'll go next. I'm Vicky, and I'm drinking from a can. And there's a reason that I'm drinking from a can, because I've been learning a lot about recycling. And apparently aluminum is very, very recyclable in a way that glass is not and plastic is not. And if you want the chemistry lesson about plastic, I'll be happy to give it to you because plastic put me through college. And if you want my lecture about glass recycling, apparently it's a mess, and just don't do it. So aluminum all the way. That's my anything but a cup.
Is that the apple flavor, Vicky? Waterloo? I can't really see. It's a small screen.
Peach.
Oh, I haven't tried the peach, but their spiced apple's really good.
Oh, okay. I'll have to try that.
Yeah, I found it at Target.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, I'm sure it's at other places, but I saw that one at Target, and I think it's a seasonal flavor, but it's so good.
Okay, I'll have to run out and get some.
But I'm Jamie, and like Vicky, I too am drinking out of a can. I've got mine in a koozie. that keeps it nice and cold because I don't like drinking warm water unless it's hot for tea. So my flavor is bubbly orange cream, which tastes almost like a creamsicle, but not quite.
Yum.
Yeah, well, we have time for a few more and then a group picture, please. And then you can all. So anybody else? A couple more?
Don't be
I'll
shy.
jump in there.
I'll be super fast. I'm actually coming from like a PT appointment, so I want to hide my face now because I have plastic. But my choices are like the Gatorade, the tear. I really do. But the unusual one would be, and Vicky, please forgive me, that I do have a 5-gallon thing or 2.5-gallon thing of water from when we were on a road trip.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, now I'm gonna promptly go back on mute. I'll be driving home, so I'll be just like sort of eyes on the road and listening in.
yeah, be safe.
Yes.
I will.
I don't want it to be like, 5 years from now, be like, hey, you remember in 2023 when we had that person get
No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
awesome. Thanks,
Good,
Betsy.
good. Good. Maybe you'll stay for another minute or two when we raise our anything but a cup, and I can take that photo of us. So, Melanie, did you have something to share?
I do. So I'm Melanie, and I'm even more shameful, Vicky. I'm sorry, I brought glass. But I have a glass baby boat, and I'm drinking a Kentucky Mule.
Ooh.
And
I love it.
spoon instead of sip.
Nice.
We should be giving out awards here for the most innovative. Anybody else? Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, why don't we just go ahead and do the group photo right now, and we'll get you I'll take a snap photo. I don't know how to do it other than just doing a screenshot. So can you raise your cup or anything but there we go. There we go. I got it. I got all of you. I hopefully didn't get the. Okay, let's see what I got in there. Oh, I got one more. Oh, wow. I missed that one. Let's do it again.
Oh, come back and get
One more
back
time. One more time.
Aw.
I like that one. Yes, indeed.
everybody say hi to Jim. He's in town because he hasn't changed his voter's registration and he came into town to vote. So he called me from the polling place and I was like, come over, I'll feed you. So I gave him
Aw.
food. All right. Jim, wave goodbye.
Bye.
All right. All right.
Love you.
So
Okay.
we've had some fun with introductions. I'll start sharing the presentation again, and we'll move on with the rest of the presentation. Okay, awesome. Okay, once my presentation decides to switch slides. Okay, 1 second, please. Okay. Okay, so welcome again. Thank you everyone for joining us, and welcome again to the Instructional Design and Learning Community Practice 10th Annual Virtual Open House. In this open house, we'll be giving you a peek into what goes on in our community and the volunteers that help run it. Just a quick but necessary note on terms is that in general, we are a special interest group within SDC, so SIG for short, and specifically we are a community of practice, COP. So we'll be we've had some fun with introductions. We're going to learn about how our group of volunteers helps run the IDL SIG. First, our manager, Marilee, will be talking about missions, goals, and introducing our team of volunteers. Marilee, can you tell us a bit more?
Marilee, you're on mute.
Yep, here we go. Yes, thank you for the introduction, Ruth Ann. Our mission is to serve the STC and IDL members by providing opportunities. So what's going on here? I've got some technical difficulties here. Okay. Okay, so back to this. Okay, so our mission is to, we'll just pause for a second here. I lost contact here. Well,
Thanks for your patience, folks.
yeah, I had some technical difficulties here. I apologize. Okay. Okay. So the IDL SIG's mission is to serve STC and IDL members, and we provide opportunities to our members by developing knowledge and the practical skills for designing and implementing technical instruction. Whether it's course material that is delivered in electronic format or for the classroom setting. We also promote sound instructional design practices, such as designing presentation slides, online tutorials, infographics, and more. We do our best to provide information about instructional design and theories behind ID, such as ADDIE, the plan for implementing, delivering, and evaluating coursework. As a matter of fact, one of our workshops recently focused on instructional design in ADDIE, which was led by longtime member Jennifer Good. Though we have a specialty of instructional design in our title, the technical writing is the foundation of our mission. Broccoli. The goals of the SIG are, for our membership, we actually strive to build and increase instructional design skills for all experience levels because we can learn from one another. We also leverage the knowledge of experienced members to deliver formal and informal guidance. So we do this, the formal, through webinars, workshops, mini conferences, just recently for our general members, but we also provide informal mentoring from our volunteer team, like one-on-one for those members. We grow the IDL SIG community through recognition, partnerships, and activities, and we are very active in those areas. And last but not least, we actually provide members with amazing benefits. And actually the last thing is that we have a whole lot of fun. Just like our goofy icebreaker, we just try to make our environment really fun. So it's only possible because we have a whole lot of great SIG volunteers on our team.
Thank you, Marilee, so much.
Did one more thing that I didn't get to the, yeah, here we go. I want to introduce our members here. Let me introduce you to our current band of IDL SIG superheroes. And we're just fortunate to have these wonderful volunteers without whom we couldn't really do anything in this SIG. So you'll meet all of them individually later. And I just wanted to remind you that our great volunteer team has worked together to win a a bundle of STC awards in the past 3 years, such as 2 platinum and 1 bronze community achievement award, and most improved community 2 times in a row, and 3 pace setter awards. So you can tell we're really an active group, and just again, we would be nothing without the people who are at this virtual open house. So we can move on to the member benefits now. Thank you, Ruth.
Excellent. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Marilee. So next we'll talk about the benefits we offer to members, and we'll hear from the volunteers that make those benefits possible. So for a quick overview of what we offer, we offer free or reduced admission to our online events. Those online events are awesome because they are industry recognized training through webinars, workshops, mini conferences, meetups, and the annual STC conference called the Summit. We offer a quarterly award-winning newsletter called IDL, designed for news learning. We have a robust online and social media resources. There's a student outreach program with an opportunity for prizes, and there are opportunities to gain leadership and instructional design experience. And despite being a professional organization, we like to have fun. So our first member that I'm going to be introducing you to is Vicki Dill. So Vicki, can you tell us what you do as programs manager?
Sure, I could tell you. So I am Vicki Dill, and I'm even wearing the same shirt, which is a little bit spooky. And I run programs, and I need help. So if you like to run programs, come on board. And we've already had some pitching in from our Uber volunteer, Melissa. So we're loving that. So we had this mini conference. We had it back in October, and it was super fun. And we learned a lot. I learned things about how to make my slides better, how to do a better job on Zoom, how to make a video, and we played Pictionary, which was kind of hilarious. And our keynote speaker was ill, so we filled the time by just basically having all of the people at the mini conference tell their story. And I, for one, thought that that was a really enriching, good time. We got to meet people that let's see. We got to meet Melanie, and we got to hear from a lot of the people that were in attendance, and that made me very, very happy. We've got all the recordings of our educational sessions are on our website. If you don't sign up for the event, you won't be able to see it for a year. We feel like there's some incentive for people to sign up to attend when we first announce it, and they have access to those recordings. But then after a year, they're opened up to the public. And we do get people outside the SIG that watch our recordings, which makes me very happy. And sometimes we even record the first Fridays. First Fridays, it's sort of a smorgasbord of different experiences. Sometimes we just come in and talk about things that we want advice on, or just what's going on in our world. Sometimes we have an educational presentation. Ruth Ann, you've done a fine educational presentation on working with it was sort of a diversity, working with different age groups and working with different populations. And it gives us a chance to learn from one another in a more informal way than like when we have the mini conference or the webinars. So sign up on Eventbrite and get ready to play Pictionary. And I think we also had wacky costumes too. So we do like to have fun, and we're always looking for volunteers and ideas for speakers and topics. So thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you, Vicki. So Next, I'll be telling you about our newsletter. We release a quarterly newsletter, which our editor, James Martin, oversees the editing for. Okay, so it's a place where we just learn from each other through articles. These are usually up to 1,000 words, and they are recaps of SIG events that we sometimes introducing SIG members. Leaders will write columns for their domain, and there's also IDL and work-related topics like diversity and inclusion. You can check out current and past editions at stcidlsig.org/newsletter. And you can also inquire about publishing an article with the editor, James Martin. Newsletter at stcidlsig.org. So yeah, that's always a great place to let your talent shine. Next, those newsletters get posted on the website. And Jen, can you tell us about what you do as website manager?
Absolutely. I'm a little behind at the moment, but our homepage is www.stcidlsig.org, and the link is actually, if it's not in the chat, it will be very soon. Since I'm talking, I know better than to try and copy and paste at the same time. That never works out for anybody. Our website is hosted on WordPress, and we have a lot of options about us, mission, goals, awards, all the things that we do, communication, newsletters, links. Links. Late in the afternoon for me. Classifieds, webinar recordings, student membership and resources, and all kinds of stuff about our events and webinars. And throughout this webinar, you'll see me posting the links to the various items that we're talking about in the chat so that you all have access to them. And that's basically everything.
Thank you, Jen. We also have a great social media presence. Melissa, can you tell us what you do as social media manager?
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Melissa, and I'm the new social media manager. So as we've seen so far, we have a lot going on. And there's like a lot of different events and speakers, which is always very engaging and fun. So in addition to the newsletter, another way we keep everyone up to date and informed with what's going on is through social media. So as Ruth Ann said, we have a very active presence. We're currently on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Slack, Instagram, and YouTube. Slack tends to be the most frequent in terms of like updates, things like that, Slack and LinkedIn. And I recently just started. So my goal as I kind of transition into it more is I want the platforms to be a place where people can engage, share resources, and build more of a community on social. So what we have here kind of virtually in person can be translated online. So please feel free to follow along. If you have any resources that you'd want to share with us, feel free to send to me or share in the group. And then hopefully we'll have some more photos as we do events and things like that. So feel free to engage with us there.
Thank you, Melissa. Next, we're going to talk a little bit about the some of the administrative people that fill administrative roles in the SIG, even though they work behind the scenes. Were important for getting behind the scenes work done. So just want to check if Adele is here. And Adele is our treasurer, and she's going to tell us a little bit about what she does as treasurer.
Yes, hello. My name is Adele Pace, and I am a volunteer for the IDL SIG. And as a treasurer, I keep track of the budget, also handle reimbursement expenses. And at this moment, we're working on the 2024 budget. So this helps the SIG to maintain funds available to for our educational programs, for the STC Summit, and to do events like the mini conference that we did for October, and like and also, for example, provide prizes like the one that we will have at the end. So all of that programming, it's needed for the IDL SIG to function and to look ahead what we're trying to provide our members. So welcome and thank you. Also, our secretary is Ruth Ann Klassen, and she will tell you more about her position within the SIG.
Yeah, thank you again. Thank you, Adele, for the introduction. So yeah, I'm Ruth Ann, and what I do is as secretary, I write monthly leadership meeting minutes so that everyone, whether they were able to come to the monthly meetings or not, they're able to know what went on at the meetings. I also contribute to the student menu on the website, and I'm involved with student engagement. One of the ways that we engage students is we host a student outreach article competition. It's so we give students a chance to be published in our newsletter. The perks of winning are that you'll be published in the SIG newsletter that we previously talked about. You'll win a 1-year STC student membership, and you'll receive a writing sample for your portfolio, which has been yeah, and you'll know that it was a winning writing sample. For more information about this, you can go to the stcidlsig.org/students and follow the Get Published Before You Graduate link. So you pass that on to any, if you yourself are a student or if you know any students. So if you're not a member already, we'd like to welcome you to join our membership. And if you're renewing, we'll give you a reminder of how to join the IDL SIG. So just a little bit more about us is that we're one of the largest SIGs in STC with over 200 members. Specifically, we are a community of practice, which means that this designation allows us funding to provide special benefits to our members. It does cost a few extra dollars, but we hope to make it worth it. You can add IDL to your STC membership when you renew. It does cost $15, but it kind of pays for itself after you have attended a few webinars. However, if you join or renew as a gold member, then SIG membership will be free. So just a quick how to join the IDL SIG. You can either join the SIG while registering for the STC membership or while renewing an STC membership. Just go to stc.org/membership and click on check the box for the instructional design and learning COP. And like we said, $15 if you're interested. If you're already joined or renewed for 2024, you can email Erin Galilee, membership@stc.org. And as well, if you go to the STC IDL SIG website, stcidlsig.org/membership, there will be the contact for Erin Galilee with a phone number, if that would make it more convenient. So.
Hi. Again, so this is Marilee, and I'm going to encourage you to join and grow with us. If you would like to volunteer, we'd love to have your help. And it's only because, as I've mentioned this many times, our community is successful because of our volunteers, and we can always use new volunteers. In order to volunteer, what you can do is you can go to our website and look at the classifieds there and get an idea of what needs, what we could, use. And even if a role is already taken, we would love to have you shadow with us, and maybe you can be an assistant to something. Speaking of assistant, we need a co-manager and assistant co-managers. So those are important roles that need to be filled, but those folks will help lead the SIG, running monthly meetings, organizing and leading in STC programs. And so that type of help is always needed and probably foremost on our minds right now. But we also can use, as I say, many other roles need to be filled or committees need to be filled. So if you want to toe dip, as mentioned on the classified, maybe just a small job, you just want to get your toe a little wet just to figure out if there's something that you could do further with the SIG, that would be great. Even just a small thing would be wonderful for us. So you can inquire by contacting me at the manager at stcidlsig.org address there. It's also listed on that classified page there. So no need to take this down. You can just go to that classified page that Jen has put in the chat box. So you can link up to that particular website and you'll see my email address there. Just in closing this slide, without our volunteers, we can't do as much as we can do. So we'd love it if you would be a part of our team and just let us know. We're giving you all kinds of opportunities to reach out, and that's kind of the end of this particular slide. So. Yeah, and so the next one is, ways that we have fun. We have already introduced a lot of things ways that we've had fun, but one of our premier things is the STC annual conference, which is called the Summit. And this particular event happens yearly at different locations throughout the United States. This is one that this is the one time when we are able to meet outside our virtual realm. And of course, the pandemic stopped us after 2019 until we picked up again in 2022. So some of these photos that you see here are at the reception table. With the community's reception table is something that we have every year. And that we meet in person, I should say. And you can see we've got 2019, let's see, from left to right, 2023, 2019, and 2022 summits. So you can see our cast of characters in this particular slide. Then we have social events, some of which are on the next slide.
Just moving right there.
There you go. So these are just kind of some. So again, the summit is our annual conference, and it's a chance for us to work, learn, play, and socialize. And so these are kind of the socializing events that some of them that we've had. And so the photos at the top left is our last one in 2019 before the pandemic, and it's the photo of our business meeting lunch. It's a good amalgamation of different people there. The others are from 2022 at the Dine Around event in the middle. That's always a fun thing that we have at the conference, and we continue to have that, and then sightseeing things that we do, and baseball games, all kinds of fun things that are outside of the actual conference itself. And so on the right side is our 2022 SIG breakfast at the Rosemont Chicago summit. So we hope that you'll be able to join us at the Summit 2024. The location will be announced very soon. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but we look forward to getting to know our members who attend, and it's always a good time to meet in person.
Thank you again. One of the other events we have was the virtual scavenger hunt in 2021. Vicky, can you tell us more about that?
Sure. That was so in 20, I think that was 2021, yeah. And we wanted to have some kind of a social thing, and it had to be done on Zoom. And we were like, what are we going to do? And anyway, somebody came up with this bright idea, let's have a scavenger hunt. And so you can see it was well attended. And we just kind of threw out, show us a souvenir from the farthest place that you've been. And so we got to hear about people that travel, and we got to hear about things that are important to them. You know, with the scavenger hunt, if you have to explain what you've got, then we get a peek into each other's lives, into each, what's important, what's going on in the work world, and also in your personal world. And so it was a really, I was kind of skeptical, but it turned out really, really good. And we had a ball. So thanks for letting me tell the story about that. Oh, my favorite, of course, was Tim Esposito. He's the STC president right now. And his son, Harrison, was on fire about the scavenger hunt. When we would call out the topic, he would just like get all energized and run and go get something and then bring it back. And he was so excited. And it was another way for us to see, into not only how we're doing professionally, but how we're doing personally. And Harrison added so much energy, and he's just adorable. And we just had a great time. Thanks, Ruth Ann. Back to you.
Awesome. Another event that we've had recently is the Fall Fright Fest. What scares you? Vicky, you were the one overseeing this, so could you tell us more about share a little bit more about what we did at the Fright Fest mini conference?
Sure, and we've shared a little bit about it, how we played Pictionary, and we learned how to make better slide presentations. Marilee told us, see in the upper right, we need new blood. And so Marilee made a video, and she showed us she was using Camtasia, I believe, and she stepped us through her process. Marilee has a background in media, and so she explained how the storyboard was very important. And so we learned a lot. We learned technical things as well as fun things. And you can see that we had our costumes. You can see people got things on their heads. We had a costume contest. It was just a super fun day. We learned, we laughed, we cried, we went home happy. Back to you.
Yeah, well, that is so we have reached the part of the presentation where it's time for somebody to win a prize. So we've collected everyone's name who is here with us today, here with us right now, and yeah,
if you unshare, and look, I can click that wheel. All right, you guys, here's the spinning wheel of the names of the people that I think are here today with us. So let's go ahead and spin. Oh, the excitement. Benson. Benson, we do have contact. We have your email. So we'll be sending you your Amazon gift certificate to your email. How many are we giving away?
We can certainly give away 2.
All right. Yeah. Diane just put in the chat. It's wheelofnames.com. And you can thank our intrepid webmaster, Jen, for coming up with that. Okay, so let's see. Can Benson win twice or do I remove
No,
him?
remove him. Remove
Got
him.
All right. So your odds are even better now, you guys. Francis, Francis, we do also have your email.
Congratulations, Francis and Benson.
Yes, congratulations. It probably would not it probably would not hurt to have I don't know that you want to display your email address, but probably would be good to have it in the chat if you don't mind.
I have it in the spreadsheet, Marilyn.
Okay. I just want to be sure because we had one incident at one time where we were unable to give out the prize because we didn't have that person's email address. So.
All right, and thank you, Benson, for clearing up that email address. All right, you guys, I will unshare. Congratulations to Francis and Benson.
Awesome. Thank you, Vicki. So yeah, we're gonna okay, I'm gonna go back to my PowerPoint.
Okay.
Awesome. So yes, thank you again. Congratulations again. So thank you for joining us today. We're providing again our contact information on all the social media and website forums. You can thank you for attending today's virtual open house. You can reach out to us on any of the communication forms listed. So this will be the end of our presentation. Please stay around if you have any questions, comments, or if you would like to chat with our team. So thanks again for joining us.
And how about a round of applause for Ruth Ann? I think you did a fantastic job.
Yes, thank you.
Excellent job.
Yes. So
Thank
we can entertain questions too, if
I would love to grab another screenshot if we're allowed. Does everybody want to smile into the camera? 1, 2, 3. I got myself. All right, you guys. Thanks for that.
All right. All right, so we could stop the recording and entertain questions.
Oh, okay. I guess that would be me.